Well, hello, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-May right through to mid-June 2025. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. Now, the frequencies of the earth are changing at this present time. We can all feel it, of course, and what it means is the Tibetan symbols that I normally use, they may not be as palatable to the ear as they used to be, as we become more sensitive and open to the vibrations around us. Now, I sourced a softer frequency to prepare and cleanse your reading. I'm using Gaia chimes to cleanse hourly, so please be mindful to turn down your volume if you are someone who is sensitive to sound, okay? So let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Pisces, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who's coming in towards you. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? What do they need to know regarding their love situation at this present time? Can you please show them the way? Who is coming towards them? Can you please highlight for their highest good what is going on there? Well, the first card we have is the Devil card. Now, this is your protagonist energy, so can indicate that you are someone who attracts a lot of attention, but maybe it's physical in nature. People are attracted to you. They like what they see, but perhaps they're emotionally unavailable to offer you the depth of love that a relationship requires. But also it can be that you are in a period of following your passions, that you are trying to reignite your lust for life. Some of you with that Magician card energy, you can feel that it's almost like love has been unfulfilling or it has not met your expectations. You may even feel like the magic of love, the romance isn't out there. Perhaps you have not met someone who has sparked that chemistry or attention within you. We have the Moon energy there as well. So I mean, this is a call to romance your life a little bit more, grow, and go through a personal development phase. And I can see that a lot of you are looking at your shadow self. You've been going through some major changes, both physically, mentally, emotionally there. But the Devil card is your first card, okay? So this can indicate not only are you trying to follow your passions, but you're looking at things that really bind you in a negative way. A lot of you are feeling really stuck when it comes to the dating scene, or perhaps you're meeting people who are very transient, inconsistent, wishy-washy, only looking for the physical aspects. And I feel a lot of you with that Magician card, it's like you've taken your focus off the dating scene because the Magician card is in the resistance position. But I feel that you are learning to rediscover the magic in life, but also believe in love again. That's what I'm seeing there. Now, whether you've been in a relationship in the past or not, I feel some of you just may feel that love, it just feels like somehow it's out of reach. And I feel there is this energy of believing in love again in your future. But it says here, watch out for risk-taking behaviors. Don't let lust override your judgment. So I do feel some of you, either you're engaged right now in a flirtation with a person, or perhaps you are about to meet someone where there is a spark, a lot of chemistry. I feel like you're not going to rush into things. I feel like you're aware, because the protagonist energy indicates that you are aware of, anything that has bound you, or if you tend to fall into a relationship with a person quite easily. I mean, I don't feel like you fall in love quickly, okay, but it can be that when there's a connection, that it's magnetic and you give yourself over to your baser instincts. We all do it from time to time. So, no judgment here, but it can indicate that there is this energy of like getting lost in the moment sometimes and missing the red flags, or perhaps you connect to or attract people who display risky behavior, people who are running away from feelings or avoiding a part of themselves, and they're reluctant to get into long-term connections because they're emotionally avoidant. And I feel allowing a period of pause, getting to know a person, observing their behavior is important. Now, of course, this card can also indicate that you're liberating yourself from a challenging period in your life. The Devil card can literally be releasing kind of like negatives around love, the idea of love, especially if you've had experiences in the past where you were let down or brokenhearted there. You could have, for some of you, not all of you, because the Devil card and the Magician card is in the resistance position there. This can be that some of you either were cheated on in the past, or that someone basically was not telling the full truth, and there could be a trust issue that you're trying to heal right now. But this can also represent fear. This card can be a little bit of anxiety, like, is love coming? It can be also that you doubt that love is going to show up for you. So you are in a period of kind of like really looking at it and prioritizing other things. It can be that you're super busy, you don't have space for love in your life right now, so it hasn't been a priority. Doesn't mean that it's not something that you want. I mean, for some of you, this can be also, because it is a protagonist energy, it can be that you don't want to get into anything right now. You want no strings attached kind of energy. And what I mean by that is you're not looking for temporary. It just means that you are busy, focused on your passions in life, and that you just don't have time for a long-term commitment. So let me just quickly pull a card on this just to highlight what it is. Some of you could also have been going through a very detoxifying period in your life, looking at things that hurt you. Whether these are addictions, fears, people, situations, toxic environments. Some of you could really be healing from a toxic experience that you had. It doesn't have to be connected to love, but it can be something that really kind of challenged you and made you kind of like really take stock of your life. The moon is an awareness of something that is hidden. So it could be that you are trying to break an old habit or break an old cycle with a person. If you slip into a habit with a person or a situation, you may be trying to break it at this time. So I just want to like check out what energy I'm really getting, because I'm getting lots of hits with energy regarding this one card. So we have the Four of Pentacles. So actually a lot of you are looking for a long-term commitment. Okay, so I want you to be aware of that. Queen of Swords, a lot of you detached, almost like on autopilot, trying to like live life, look after your security, try to build a life of comfort in some way. Queen of Swords can also be that you have been learning about healthier boundaries and trying to restructure your life in a certain way. But this card, it can indicate as well that you've been hurt in the past and that you kind of like shut down in order to protect your heart, and dealing with some painful emotions there. But also this can represent that you're focused on your projects, that you're independent, self-assured. You don't need a person to be in a high-level commitment with. You are self-sufficient all by yourself. But also, I feel with that Four of Pentacles, deep down, I feel like you do want someone for the long term, someone who shows up in the relationship. Got Two of Wands, you've waited a long time. Yeah. So I feel it's more, an anxiety that you've waited a long time for love. Perhaps it's not coming because the Death card is present there. So it can indicate that you feel like your love life right now is over. You've been waiting. And this is interesting because there lies the change. I feel the Two of Wands can represent us thinking about the past or how far we've come in life and the challenges you've had, and you're trying to trust the process, but you're not actually seeing any evidence of change. But the Death card signals change. It's a herald of transformation here, and it reminds you that some of you are breaking old habits. You're releasing that which has kept you stuck. And I feel for some of you, this is you kind of also almost like going, okay, look, I looked out there to see if there was anyone, and there's no one sparking my attention. So therefore, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a rut. I can't do anything about it. It is what it is, and therefore I have to acknowledge that I just got to focus on prioritizing myself at this time. I'm seeing loads of like blossoms, or is that snow? I'm not really sure. I'm seeing lots of like, it's either blossoms or snow. I mean, either way, it can indicate that some of you have been laying dormant, or your mojo has been dormant for a while, and now your passions are arising, or you're kind of like, how can I put that? It's almost like if you have lain dormant for a while, suddenly you're a little bit more active in wanting to pursue the opportunity to put yourself in a position to find someone new. So I'm just going to leave that there because I'm not really sure. I feel maybe you've been put on pause on purpose for a period of blossoming to really like learn more about yourself. I mean, the Magician card is in the resistance position, but it will turn into the upright by the end of this reading, which is for 6 weeks. So it basically means you're stepping into your power. It also indicates that the magic of love and meeting the right person, it will occur for you. It can indicate a manifestation that has not been fulfilled yet, will have a lot of potential and will show up for you on the physical plane. So, you know, this card basically indicates that you are learning to be your wonderful self, and that is enough. You are enough, and you will attract the right person. This is a magnet card, so it can indicate that either you have been attracting people who have been locked in a cycle of repeat, perhaps karmics that have taught you lessons about reciprocity, about valuing yourself, erecting healthier boundaries. And I feel that you are closing this chapter of learning. I mean, we always learn, but it can be that you're learning this lesson, and suddenly this is empowering you, and it helps you move forward to attract the right person into your life. We'll get to the Celtic cross in a moment just to see who's coming towards you, but it says step into your personal power with confidence and do your magic. Doing your magic is just being your wonderful, authentic self. You don't need to do anything other than just be you. So I would say this is you gaining in confidence, loving yourself a little bit more, and recognizing that your emotions, whilst they may be changeable and very deep, you know, we can only meet each other as deeply as we have met ourselves. I feel this is you honoring that your emotions, your intuition, they are blessings, not a curse. If anyone has ever told you that you are too much emotionally or too much in any way, shape, or form, it normally means that they are not enough for you, and they're trying to chip you away into a little box of their own expectation. And I feel like you're like releasing yourself from this now. I mean, the Moon card is an indication that something is being orchestrated behind the scenes. It tends to mean the hidden comes to light. So that which you cannot see in your life right now will appear, but it can connect to a dream or a manifestation. You know, the moon is about honing your intuition, of course, but it can also be about caution. So if you're cautious, if you've been out of the dating scene for a long time, or you feel shy for some of you, not all of you, but it can be an energy of that. I definitely see here that, you know, there is going to be some very strong, powerful emotions arising. I need to see why. It says here, grow and understand yourself better. Look closely, check, and don't assume. So yeah, I would say don't assume that love is not coming for you, because I actually have an energy here where there is a magnetic pull between you and two people. And I said two people. Interesting. So let's see what's going to arise. I'm channeling at the same time as doing your reading, and my guides give me the words that I need to give you, as well as doing your reading and assessing the meanings of the cards and the placements in the spread. And I said between you and two people. So the Moon card can represent like a hidden feeling kind of energy. So let me just pull one more card on that Moon card, see if there is someone who has a secret crush on you. Can you show me the Moon card for my beautiful Pisceans? Can you show me the Moon card for my beautiful Pisceans? Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Okay, and we have the Nine of Swords. So some of you, I mean, if you were connected to someone who hurt you in the past, firstly, I'm sending you a huge hug out there, so much love. I feel this person still has a pull in some way on your energy or your emotions. I feel like you're trying to detach from this, but it's so tempting. We got the Nine of Swords there. Yeah, there's new love coming on in. I feel there's someone familiar to you. I mean, this could be someone who's on your mind. It doesn't always have to be that they're going to reach out, but we've got the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands here. So, Queen of Pentacles can indicate a desire to nest, to settle down. I'm actually seeing a little bird's nest right now with a heart in it. So perhaps this can represent that you thought you'd found the one at one point and you were settling down with this person. But we have the Ten of Wands there. It can indicate it came to an end. And the Nine of Swords, it caused a lot of questioning and maybe even negativity, anger, frustration. Like it felt like the power of possibility was taken away in some way. And this could be someone that's on your mind. So it could be that you're going over kind of like challenging emotions for some of you, or it could be that with that Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, it can indicate that every time you thought you were investing in something or something was going to go somewhere, it didn't actually go anywhere. It just ended abruptly. So it can be that if you've been single, for example, it could be that if you've had a crush or thought about getting close to a person, suddenly it got shut down. It can be that it's preyed on your mind that perhaps love is not coming. But the Nine of Swords can be a haunting from the past. So I just want to be aware here that I'm getting this kind of like someone from your past. They kind of like have a draw on your energy. If you think about them all the time, this can also indicate that they think about you, that there are still feelings there somehow. But the Ten of Wands is like something you try to shut down or you have tried to release, but somehow it still haunts you. So that's coming out there. So maybe it's two people. But unless in the Celtic cross I'm shown that someone from your past resurfaces, I'll let you know about that. But it could be something that's on your mind. But I mean, Ace of Cups here, it highlights very strongly you're about to meet a new person, nobody from the past. Ace of Cups is love. It is a high-level commitment. It often heralds the new relationship coming into your life, a fresh new start emotionally, but also a nurturing energy where your heart is opening to love. So after a period of being closed to love, you're definitely like ready to fall in love. But the moon, can represent someone having feelings that they're hiding to themselves or even denying. So if this is someone from your past, it could be that they are emotionally unavailable to offer you the love that you truly deserve and desire. But I feel like, the moon is a very strong card to highlight the power of possibility. There's normally a dog and a wolf on the moon card in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. And the wolf can represent someone who is very independent, who comes in and out sporadically of your life. And then the dog represents a long-term secure relationship, someone who is loyal and is by your side, a companion that you fall in love with. So maybe that's why my guides gave me two. So let's get to the Celtic cross and see what's going on there for you. How would you like to receive? Okay. So we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Ace of Wands, okay? Now the Ace of Wands is in the crossing position, so this indicates a spark between you and another person. We've also got the Two of Pentacles, so that can represent choice, balance. The Knight of Swords is your starting position, so it tells me a lot of you are making major lifestyle choices and changes. We have that Four of Pentacles energy showing up. Long-term secure relationship. I feel like you're actually nearly there to meeting this person, but let's go and see it a little bit further. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please show me my beautiful Pisceans energy? Who are they about to meet? We got the Ten of Wands, getting closure on something, setting yourself free from something that was disappointing. We got Three of Swords there as well. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisceans? We have the Six of Wands, allowing yourself to be seen. We got the fresh new start there with the Fool card. So, I do see that there is someone new coming into your life, but I would say the next 6 weeks is all about you. It's about releasing baggage. It's about looking after yourself, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself in a different way. But I feel like you're on the precipice of change there to meet this new person. So we do have the Knight of Swords. Okay, this is your starting position. So this can indicate that you are kind of like broadening your perspective, but also your horizons. You may be going to new places, meeting new faces, or you want to kind of like step outside of your comfort zone, because if you go to the same places or you do the same thing, it can be really hard to change your circumstances and meet someone new. So I definitely see here that some of you are wanting to kind of like look further afield, shall we say. I also want to pull a card on this to clarify, because this can be that you are adapting to change. If you've gone through a separation or you've gone through a period where you needed to detox, the Devil card can represent an addiction, whether that's to a substance or a person or a cycle. It can also be an addiction to negative thoughts, for example, imposing thoughts in our mind. So some of you could be really trying to, get balanced, heal aspects of yourself or your circumstances, and this Knight of Swords represents change and movement forward. Some of you could literally also be like relocating, or there's been such radical change going on in your life. The Devil card can indicate a level of chaos, that you're just trying to make life work right now and it's hard. You're a warrior, you're going to make it happen, you're going to kind of like move forward and be successful in the changes that you're making right now. But also, the Knight of Swords can sometimes represent being in two minds. Either someone from your past, or it doesn't have to be someone from your past. It can be that you're wondering, do I want a relationship? It can be like, what? Love has hurt in the past, or how is love a welcome addition to my life right now? Some of you, you may be making those sort of decisions, that you are trying to enjoy your single life, invest in yourself in a different way. And, a lot of you are creating that balance and harmony with that Two of Pentacles there. And that is the earthly plane position, which means some of you are like super busy, locked onto your goals, your projects. You may be asking, do you have time for love? So I just need to pull a card. We have the Page of Pentacles there, and we have the Fool card. Okay, so, for some of you, not all of you, but some of you may actually be talking to someone at this moment in time. Not all of you, of course, so I'll portion it out. I'm feeling about 20% of you, beautiful Pisceans, are actually talking to someone right now, okay? And for some of you, there may be a distance between you and this person. You may be wondering how it's going. I would say that there is investment here in learning more about each other, because you have a Page of Pentacles and a Fool card. This person may be a little bit younger than you, or maybe not as experienced as you, perhaps. I'm not sure what the energy is there, but it feels like this person's a little bit more, how can I put that? I just feel like they have a lot to learn in life, or maybe there's an age difference, but don't let that put you off. I do feel it's an exciting energy, but I feel it will be a slow process to invest in each other, is what I see. So if you are talking to someone and you're wondering how it's going, I feel it could lead to a high level commitment. And I feel just have fun with it. No expectations. And suddenly you're going to be like locking down a relationship there. You're building a new chapter of your life. So I would say, with that Ten of Wands being in your near future there, Ten of Wands is the precipice of change. It's the new start. When you get to the Ten of Wands, ultimately you would then, of course, start again. You'd go to the Ace of Wands, and you've got the Ace of Wands right there. So I would say that you're getting to know a person, and that a lot of you may be discussing your past. And there's a cathartic energy in kind of like discussing your future as well. Releasing the past. So I feel if you're talking to someone at this moment in time, it's a nice steady pace there, and this person really sees you. And I feel there may be some sort of like challenge to meet up, or something gets in the way. It feels like either something has been booked, or you're busy, or your schedules don't seem to align at first. This person's really honest. So I would say that they're not like spinning you a yarn or anything. I feel like if you're finding it hard to meet up with each other at first, I feel, of course, honor that. But if it kind of like extends to more than like, a month or two, I would say perhaps questioning it would be really good at that point. If you're ever questioning someone's connection with you, I mean, there lies your answer, because the right person is not going to give you any cause to be concerned or question their investment in the relationship. But because the Fool card and the Page of Pentacles showed up, I would say that there's going to be investment in this relationship, and just have fun, because I feel it will turn into something serious when it is organically meant to, okay? But for the rest of you, if you have not met someone just yet, that Knight of Swords definitely represents you looking further afield, maybe going to events that are outside your usual parameters. And, you know, your crossing card can indicate that a lot of you just haven't found someone who's got that spark, that thing, that je ne sais quoi that you're looking for. And it can be that, you know, you're not going to rush into anything. You're saving yourself to meet the one. But, you know, you really need that chemistry. And that's probably what the Devil card is representing for you, that you need that chemistry, you need that spark, that passion, okay? And you will find it, is what I see there as well. But because this is in the crossing position, you also read the reverse. And this can indicate that for some of you, you may have been rejected in the past, or heartbroken or let down, and you're healing from that at this time, especially since you have a Three of Swords present. Okay, so that could be something that's going on there. For those of you that have met someone and you're just talking to this person at this time, you know, this card can represent a false start. Like you are hot and heavy, getting to know each other, then something gets in the way. Okay, and it can be a slight pause or a delay, and patience is required. Okay, so it can be that, you know, I'm being given a sentence, okay? It's really wonderful, actually. The path to true love never did run smooth. Okay, so that's come up there. So either this is something you're going to see in the next coming weeks as a quote, or perhaps it's something that someone says to you, or it's something that you know. What a wonderful saying there. But it is a path to true love. And I feel that you, whether you're talking to someone right now or not, I definitely see here that there is an arrival in your life, because this card indicates you haven't, you know, met the person who gives you that spark yet. That's if you're not talking to someone, of course, and it indicates that you will. The universe tends to step in with aces. Aces are divinely guided hands from the universe, offering a gift, an opportunity for a new start. Now, for some of you, this could be you are in your primal power. That's why you got the Devil card there. This is a period of spiritual enlightenment. You know, that spark of energy and inspiration is within you and giving you that impetus to change. But also I feel this is about you meeting a person at a new place or at a new event or something that you've never done before, is what I'm seeing here. And it is a start of a new relationship. And it is that spark. And this person is going to call you. They're going to text you. They're going to email you. This person is going to get involved and let you know that they want to move the connection forward. And it feels like you match. It just feels like a perfect fit with this new person. Now, we do have the Two of Pentacles on the earthly plane. So this tells me that a lot of you are busy multitasking and trying to find balance in your life, especially if you have a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders. It can be hard. That's what that Three of Swords can indicate, that things are challenging right now. And we always have to acknowledge that we may be ready to fall in love, but we have to kind of factor in that the other person has a path to navigate towards you as well. So, you know, I feel it's important to recognize that even though you've waited a long time for love, I feel like you are going to meet a person who was worth the wait, okay? Now, the Two of Pentacles also indicates that things will develop unexpectedly, okay? It can be that, you know, yes, you're locked onto your responsibilities, but you are also doing something fun as a balance. You know, work and play is important. But also this card can indicate that your efforts bring you joy. So you could be like doing some sort of new hobby or some sort of new creative endeavor. I mean, you have a Six of Wands, so it could be something that you're competing in and successful in. Or, I mean, it could be a competition, or you could be in training for something. I mean, the Six of Wands basically indicates you overcome an obstacle and the difficulties are overcome, and, you know, you have confidence in yourself, and there is a recognition that you achieve your goal, which is to find love, because this is a love reading, of course. So I feel some of you could also, if you've been in a period of like overthinking, overanalyzing your circumstances, you could be now shining your light and allowing yourself to be seen. The Two of Pentacles is balance and harmony in your life. So if you've been doing too much of one thing and not focusing on love as a priority, then it could be time to be adjusting your schedule in some way. Remember, everything that we want in life, we must focus on it. It's important. So love is important. To be loved is also an act of self-care, to put yourself in positions to meet a partner if that's what you want, of course. And I do see that here with this Two of Pentacles, that one way or another, your dreams will be made manifest in the material world. So I feel there is developments in unexpected ways, and this is a time to kind of like, I would say, be flexible with your schedule, because I just feel there's like some sort of like impromptu, sudden opportunity to go out and have fun, because the Fool card is fun. It just means you're going to go out there, enjoy yourself, no expectations, you are just living life. And there is that precipice of change. Now, we do have in the past position a Three of Pentacles. So some of you, not all of you, but some of you may have been cheated on in the past, and perhaps you're healing a trust issue and learning to believe in love again. And you will. I definitely see a new person coming in, honest, true blue, someone who is definitely worth the wait, who will restore your faith in love again. But the Three of Pentacles, it can literally mean a gathering. So some of you, if you've not been invited to a gathering, or there's no sort of event that people gather at, there could be one coming in very shortly. Now, for some of you, if you're in the working environment as well, there could be a new person who comes into the working environment. And of course, some of you may be a little bit conflicted and thinking, I don't really want to connect to someone where I work, but it could be that they work in a different branch, or they have a different sector and they don't see you all the time. It just feels like somehow you get connected and there's a frisson. So that could work for some of you there as well. But, the Three of Pentacles is an indication that you're going from 2 to 3, and that tells me that it could be you and some people coming together, or there's someone already talking about you to your friends. And that's why I feel there's a hidden kind of feeling energy here. But I could only connect it to a past situation, something that was painful or challenging. But it could also be perhaps that there is a person in your friendship circle, or someone that you see day to day, not all the time. I feel you see them in moments. I feel like they're not completely consistent in your life. And I feel this person, maybe they were going through a challenge, and that's why they couldn't really explore love, but they've always had feelings for you. So there could be something there. I don't really want to explore it, because this person, it feels like they've got hidden feelings and they want it hidden. But they've told one of your friends, is what I'm seeing. And this person, your friend, is going to keep that secret because they feel it's not their business to intervene or meddle in that. But it will be revealed at some point. I just feel it's not going to be in the next 6 weeks, okay? Now, I feel a lot of you are upgrading your life at this moment in time. Nesting, perhaps. As I said, I saw like a bird's nest there with a heart in the center. So it can be that your heart is at home right now, in the home space, looking after family, friends, responsibilities, or taking care of business, as it were. So it can be that some of you with that Four of Pentacles, especially as it is in a potential position, you're acknowledging that time is passing by. And the Four of Pentacles comes with a cautionary tale. It says, don't let life pass you by. There is a long-term relationship here, someone that you'll meet that is for keeps, okay? But you must transform or change your life in some way, or make an effort to do something that is outside your usual parameters. Now, don't shoot the messenger when I say this. That's your first card right there with that Knight of Swords, and my guides give me the words that I need to use when I'm channeling for your reading. But also, the Two of Pentacles can indicate that you tend to have met people who are very inconsistent in your world when it comes to love, and this is something that you are putting behind you now. Okay, you're going to meet someone who is all in. So with that Four of Pentacles, I feel you're letting go of that, or you need to let go of that thought or idea that people are transient or not sure of what they want, inconsistent, wishy-washy. And I feel this is an energy here of you influencing your circumstances. And I would say, and I'm only saying this because my guides are nudging me to say these words. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to shoot the messenger. But I have to give you what I'm being given. Some of you, not all of you, but some of you could be kind of holding on to a certain attitude when it comes to love. Okay, based on previous experiences, whether this is a past narrative of you witnessing parents or guardians divorcing or challenging dynamics in a relationship that, you soak up as a child, for example, because you have the Fool card there, or it could be something you experienced yourself. And, that is something that occurred in your past. And whilst it shaped you and was important, it does not define who you are or define the relationships that you're destined to meet. I feel like you have a wonderful, fun, loving relationship on the horizon for you. And, you need to let go of the past or let go of a narrative in order to free yourself up. The Devil card can be to highlight something that you need to free yourself up from. Okay, so with a lot of love and respect, I see you breaking free. I mean, look at this. The Five of Pentacles is here. It's like, break free, you're off. Something perhaps that has no future. You're letting go of it. Five of Pentacles can be to let go of that which you feel is not emotionally fulfilling. But we'll get to that card in a moment. The next 6 weeks position, this is the near future position, Ten of Wands, something heavy perhaps that you've been carrying around with you. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it down, okay? Because you deserve this fresh new start and it's coming for you. And I feel the Ten of Wands can be that you're creating space. So even if you feel like you've let go of a lot of stuff from the past, it can be that you're overcommitted and you have a lot of things on your plate right now and you need to carve out a bit of space for love to come on in if you want it at this time in your life. And of course, when the moment is right, the universe will orchestrate this meeting with you and this person. And I would say here that this card is almost like indicating that, a lot of you are saying goodbye to emotions, relationships, or situations that do not belong in your life anymore. You're outgrowing a lot of stuff right now. And it can feel like a very lonely journey, okay? And I feel this is about you like nearly being there. The Ten of Wands indicates someone is feeling stuck in a rut, restless, but is like ready for change. Maybe a change of direction or new challenges or new experiences. And I feel like you're using this energy positively in order to take accountability for your happiness, because the end card there is the Fool card, which is all about happiness, joy. You're looking at your life from a different perspective. What brings you that joy? What is it that you need to do? What is the missing ingredient that you need to connect to at this time? And be ready for this new start. Because I feel like, you're so close to this new start with this new person. And I would say that the next 6 weeks is all about you. It is about you kind of like moving forward, and you're so like nearly there. The traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, they have like depicted a person who has 10 wands, and it feels really clumsy. They're carrying all these 10 wands, and it's hard. It can indicate not just responsibilities, but it can indicate a feeling of being stuck or getting locked into like repetitive cycles. And it's just like you've got all these experiences, and you're like, well, it's amounted to naught. But that figure is walking towards the home space, and they're nearly there. And to find love with a person who truly deserves your heart, my beautiful Pisceans, that is like coming home. So I really feel here that you're about to meet a person very soon. I would say, looking at the energy, it's not in the next 6 weeks. I got to be honest with you. And I feel like love, though, is aligning with your vibration, and you're called to enjoy yourself and just live in the moment and do something that you're passionate about. You could actually meet this person where there are competitive events or where people are celebrated or watched. For some of you, the person you're about to meet could also be someone who's in the public eye or has a reputation for being a really wonderful person who helps people. I'm just getting this energy that this person cares, okay? That's what I'm seeing there. But this position here, we got the Five of Pentacles. So this is pretty much your advice to yourself in this moment. And the Five of Pentacles is a card of disappointment. It's a card of lack. You may see right now, especially since it's connected to the Three of Swords, that the environment for finding a person to fall in love with, it's sparse and it's hard and it's challenging. And you're just so fed up of it. And you're like, well, why? Why does it have to be this way? And I feel that, you've been disappointed. And some of you, that Three of Swords can be a loneliness or a lament, because you have the Moon card, which is an energy of very deep, sensitive emotions. So in the next 6 weeks, I do see that you could be quite sensitive about the situation, but it feels like you're being drawn towards this wonderful, exciting new adventure or this new start. For some of you, it could be that you're relocating, because this figure literally has like all their earthly possessions on their back, and they're moving somewhere. They're headed somewhere. A lot of you could be locked onto your sense of purpose and direction right now, and you need to give all of your time to that as a focus. But it's going to lead you to the path where suddenly it's all change, a new start there. But I do see a lot of you are looking at things that hurt you in life. things that are not good for you or toxic or draining, things that you feel are not going to grow into something that benefits your life, because that is you kind of tearing down a wall or tearing down something and seeing what you're left with. And there is this tree here that perhaps is not, bearing fruit. So this can indicate things in your life that are not really healthy for you, or not committing to you in the same way, or are not going to take the next part of your journey. You're letting go of these things. I feel like you're breaking free from something here. With the Three of Swords there, this is circumstances outside of yourself. Sometimes you are put on pause on purpose in order to focus on your purpose. So I'm going to pull a card on this Three of Swords, because Three of Swords can also indicate a miscommunication or a misunderstanding. So I just want to pull a card on that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisceans? Can you please clarify this Three of Swords? We have the Eight of Swords, feeling stuck, not being able to see that love is coming on in. Six of Pentacles is a surprise from the universe, okay? So some of you may feel that the universe has left you out, but I feel like just because you can't see it happening doesn't mean it's not going to happen, okay? Eight of Swords is to feel in a bind, to feel like rooted to the spot, that it's hard to come out of a comfort zone. It's hard to do new things, and it can feel like you're in the same position. Eight of Swords is a difficult situations. It feels like your hands are tied, like you're trapped in one position, analysis paralysis. You've been waiting for a long time and it's just not moving forward. But as you can see with that Six of Pentacles, this normally means an unexpected resource from the universe, like someone new enters your life. But there's a call for balance and reciprocity. That's one of the lessons that you've been learning, because you're an overgiver. So it can be that you are coming back into balance and harmonizing your life, because you have that Two of Pentacles there. But, if you know the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the Six of Pentacles, there is a figure standing with scales, and they basically are giving attention to one person over the other. So some of you may have been connected to someone who breadcrumbed you in the past or did not invest in the same way. But, that card, the figure standing represents spirit or the universe. And now it's like they are focused on you and delivering you some blessings in the form of a person. So, the Five of Pentacles is that which you lack. The Six of Pentacles is, it is delivered. The thing that you thought you lacked will be delivered. So I definitely see here that although it's been tough, it's been hard, and I'm sending you a huge hug out there, I do see that you will meet a new person. But I actually feel like there will be some sort of miscommunication in and around when you first meet. So it could be like something as simple as the time. Say, for example, you arrange a date, and you arrange a certain time, and maybe you get there at 6:30, but they thought you were arriving at 6. So it could be like, oh my gosh, you're late. And you're like, oh my gosh, we said 6:30. And you're like, no, I thought it was like 6:30. And they said, no, it's 6. And, there may be some sort of miscommunication there at first. I'm just seeing like a blip when you first kind of get together. I'm not sure why I'm seeing that, but that's what I'm seeing there, okay? Now we have the Six of Wands. This is the hope and a fear position. So you just want someone who sees you, who gets you, who raises you up, someone who supports you. Is not there to fix things when life gets challenging, but someone who's there, who's strong enough to walk by your side, someone who can lead as well as be led in the energy, where there is reciprocity. And of course, I feel the fear here with that Six of Wands in this position can be that some of you are really close to giving up on love, or have a lack of confidence in it. You feel like it hasn't been forthcoming, but also perhaps your experiences have just not led you to believe in it. But I really see this remarkable kind of spark between you and a person that kind of reinforces that love does exist. When you get this card in this position, it can also indicate that you are building in confidence, so that you can allow love to come on in. And I would say with this Six of Wands, this is success. It basically means you achieve your goal. You get a commitment. And it can also indicate that you are influencing your circumstances in some way, transforming your circumstances by doing something. So for some of you, it could be that you are invested in something that you want to be successful in. For example, a hobby, honing a craft, or maybe you're upskilling in some way. Maybe you're learning more about yourself. Maybe you're connecting to groups of people, activities, where, you know, you can raise your consciousness or your vibration. For some of you, this could be that you're taking part in a competition or you're in training for something and you're going to really be proud of yourself that you've done, you know, all that you could do to get to this point and really celebrate yourself. And for some of you, I really feel this could be that you're in a group activity, whether it's an invitation to something or an event or a festival, and it just feels like a person captures your attention, sees you, and is like, oh my gosh, who is this? But I feel it comes after the next 6 weeks. Okay. Now the outcome energy, we got the full card for the next 6 weeks. And this is basically you having fun. There's a lot of potential and possibility for you to attract a person, but it's all about adventure and just enjoying the moment right now and seeing where life takes you. But you are on the precipice of change. Okay. You are literally about to take a leap of faith and do something new, bold, and daring that puts you in the path of a very fun relationship. And, you know, this represents a new start. So does that Ace of Wands, a spark, a chemistry between you and a person. So let me just pull a card on that full card to see how it reinforces like an outcome energy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have Two of Pentacles, balance, Four of Wands. I mean, there's the reinforcement right there. Two of Pentacles is all about balance and harmony. And of course, Four of Wands is about getting out there, having fun, letting your hair down, some sort of celebration. But the Four of Wands is also an achievement of a desire. You meeting a person, you know, if you know the Four of Wands, two people come together and they're celebrating that they found each other or they celebrate a win. It could literally be that you're taking part in a competition as well, and you win it. Perhaps there's first, second, third place, maybe one of the other contenders you have a frisson with. So please take it as it resonates. But the Four of Wands is normally about bringing people together in harmony, in union. It's often an engagement card, so it highlights that, you know, you will be engaged in a relationship with a person where they just get you, where you come together, you build a home together is what I see there. So I would say, you know, you will have options, but there is one person that really sparks your attention, and you meet this person at a place where you're having a lot of fun. So that's the calling for the next coming weeks there. I'm just going to go and get some final cards before I close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisceans? What do they need to know? We have the spark. Okay, there's the two matches coming together in a spark. We also have balance, yin yang, and trust. You get the cards that are meant to reinforce your reading there with clarity. So we've got that spark, that chemistry, two people coming together, and it is an instant hit between you both. I feel it is just after the 6 weeks. I've got to be honest with you there with the energy. We do have balance. So the fact that you've got this twice, this symbol, this could be relevant. This could be something that you will see in the next coming weeks. Perhaps this person's got a tattoo of a yin yang symbol. Maybe you do. Maybe it's relevant if you like tattoos, perhaps. Maybe it's just an omen, or maybe you're going to attend an event where they have this symbol all over the place. But I feel, as you can see, it can be like opposites attract. The feminine, masculine energies blending really nicely to meet a person who just gets you, where there is a connection. But I'm being given a song right now as well. Oh my gosh. I love this song. It's great. Oh gosh. It's the Bellamy brothers who sings it, I think. I think it's called Let Your Love Flow. So you're definitely in the flow. I'll give you the lyrics that I'm being given. Must be the season when that love light shines. Oh gosh, I love this song. I'm going to play this song after this reading. It just puts you in a really good mood. So, I mean, that song, Let Your Love Flow. So this could be that you and this person are going to be in the flow. You just match. You just kind of like fit, right? But also, must be the season when that love light shines. So this is to shine. Okay, that's what this card means. But also, it could be that you're doing something that perhaps is seasonal. Everything means something in a reading, so it may make no sense right now, and you're like, no, this does not resonate at all. But then suddenly everything starts to come together and it makes sense. So if you're doing something, an activity perhaps, or a festival, or something that's seasonal, or has a certain date period that it occurs, this could be where you meet this person. And then we got trust. Okay, two people trusting each other to take that journey of life and love together. I really feel like you're going to meet a person where it's an instant hit, and I feel, you know, both of you You entrust your hearts to each other, and both of you take care of each other's hearts. I actually feel it's a very fun relationship. A lot of joy, a lot of good feeling going on there. No drama, as it were. So, yeah, I'm just going to go and get a trinket or rune before we close. Now, really random, but I've been given the letter M, just randomly. So we're in the month of May. So maybe M represents May, or maybe it represents a place, beginning of their name or their surname. Yeah, so just please take it as it resonates. Finally, we have, oh my gosh, we've got an E as well, M-E. So maybe M-E is me. So it's me time for the next 6 weeks. Okay, we've got the crossbones, skull and crossbones there as well. So this can indicate that you're detoxifying or shutting something that was toxic down. A lot of you, you know, you can be ending a period, a cycle of repeat. And we've got E there as well, earthing yourself. But because I was given M in the water and E, you know, of course it makes me. So me time. So I'm going to leave it like that, my beautiful Pisceans. And perhaps it's also connected to their name or a place that you will go as well. So, you know, these things can be relevant. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Pisceans, and love and light.